What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? This is Drew. Before I start this video, I just want to say I hope everybody had a great new year. In this video, I want to share with y'all what I eat during the Daniel fast. Around this time of year, a lot of people is on this 21-day Daniel fast, and they're having a hard time with the eating portion of the fast. You know, a lot of people don't know what to eat, what to cut off, or they just get really confused during this time of year. So I just wanted to share what I like to eat during this Daniel fast, and hopefully, you guys can gain some value in this video. Before we get started, I just want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. That'll help me out in the algorithm. And no more talking, let's get to it. First, I'm gonna show you how to use rice cakes. Right here we have almond butter. If you look in the back, the ingredients is just almonds. Now during the Daniel fast, that's what it's supposed to be. Next, we have lightly salted rice cakes, 100% whole grains. If we look in the back, you see the ingredients: whole grain brown rice and salt. Again, that's what it's supposed to be, all natural. And we just have some strawberries and bananas. Let's get to it. First, what we're gonna do is take the top off our almond butter. It can be tricky sometimes. Once you get it off, we're gonna stir it because it's gonna come separated. Once you get it to a nice consistency, you're gonna wanna take your rice cake and you're gonna spread the almond butter across your rice cake like this. Now you can use as little as you want or as much as you want. It's completely up to you. It's a little messy. Don't worry, I'll clean that up later. Now, almonds have a great source of protein, so if you're in the gym or you're into fitness, this is perfect for you during this fast. Next, we're gonna add our strawberries. I'm gonna add about 4 small pieces of strawberries, not too much. Then we're gonna follow up with our bananas. Now this is where the sweetness comes in, because bananas have that natural sweetness, that natural sugar, and bananas are a great source of potassium. Again, you can add as much as you want or as little as you want. It's completely up to you. Now it's time for our taste test. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, this is it. Next, we're gonna do a strawberry and mango smoothie. First thing, we got our strawberries. The ingredients is just strawberries. Next, we got our mangoes. Again, just mangoes. Then we have our plant-based milk, almond milk, only 4 ingredients. Water, almonds, vanilla, and sea salt. That's all you need in milk. And of course, we have our infamous almond butter. Now I can't forget about our honorable mention, dates. Now in our blender, we're gonna add a half a cup of strawberries, just about. Then we're gonna follow up with a half a cup of mangoes. Now we're gonna add our dates. Make sure they're washed, by the way. And then after that, we're gonna follow up with our almond butter. To keep it creamy like this, my suggestion is to keep it in your pantry. If you put it in the refrigerator, it's gonna be too hard and unenjoyable. Next, we're gonna add in our almond milk, about 1.5 cups of almond milk. You could add more as you go. All right, it's time to blend. Once we got it all blended up, it's time to pour it in our glass. Now it's time for my favorite part of the video, the taste test. This is fire. Can't beat this. Let me know if you can make a better one. Last but not least, we got our butternut squash and chickpea curry. First, we got our butternut squash, followed by our garbanzo beans or our chickpeas. Next, we got our curry powder. And lastly, we got our quinoa. Now, there's more ingredients I wanted to add to this, but we're restricted because we're on the Daniel fast. But either way, let's get to it. First, we're gonna slice the skin off our butternut squash like this. Now we're gonna cut it down into smaller pieces or cubes if you can. Don't forget to scrape out the guts. Now you should have something like this. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add it to our pan. But before we add it to our pan, put it on medium heat. Throw about a tablespoon of olive oil. Then gonna let that heat up. When I was at the store earlier, I forgot to get my red onions. But oh well, once the pan is hot, we're gonna add some garlic. About a tablespoon of garlic, just for some aromatics. I'm gonna stir that in and let that cook for about a few seconds, not that long. Next, we're gonna add in our butternut squash. We're gonna stir that in, get that nice and coated. Now we're gonna follow up with our chickpeas. Stir that in, get that nice and coated as well. After that, we're gonna follow up with our curry powder. Then our seasoning mix. We're gonna give that a nice good mix. I'm gonna put what seasons I use on the screen so you can follow along. Next, we're gonna add our natural spring water. You're gonna stir that in, put the lid on, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Now, after you wash your quinoa, you can put it in your pot and let it boil until it's tender. Here's what the curry is looking like. Looking good. Now we're gonna add some fresh parsley to the top. You're gonna stir that in. And this is our finished product. Looking good, looking good. Now let's check on our quinoa. The quinoa is looking about ready too. Nice and tender. It's time to plate. Alright y'all, here's what we're looking like. I like to add this green goddess dressing I got from Trader Joe's. I have all natural ingredients. Can't go wrong with that. Also a little bit of Frank's Red Hot. Also Daniel Fast friendly. Now these two ingredients are completely optional, but here you have it. Here's my finished product. Time for the taste test. Fire. When the eyes roll to the back of the head, you already know what it is. Second bite, third bite. Come on, man. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I'm exhausted. But there you have it. That's what I do during the Daniel fast. Now, if you find any value in this video, what I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. By y'all liking, commenting, and subscribing, it's gonna help me out a lot in the algorithm. And while y'all at it, let me know what y'all want to see next. Send me some inspiration in the comments. I'm gonna be doing more videos like this throughout the whole month of January, giving y'all tips on what I do during the Daniel fast. But yeah, y'all, that's it. Until next time, y'all, peace.